Check that out. Now, listen, mister. Wait, a man just like you in my outfit in Vietnam, a real hot dog hero type. He's still over there. We couldn't find enough of them to ship back home. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Good. Mr. Farnum, how does it look? It's okay. Good. All right, let's go.
Take it easy. You're going to be all right. Take it easy.
What did you just do, Mr. Farnum? Mr. Farnum. I told her we didn't just break in here. You see? Listen. No alarm. She hasn't made a sound. I asked her not to. We can do whatever we want now, and she won't make any protest ever. Yes. She's one of a kind. Beautiful, isn't she?
I'm fully cooperative, I hope. Now, you can revise the program.
Of course I can. She doesn't know how to say no to me. You see, the more sophisticated the lady, the more vulnerable she is to someone who knows her well. And we've spent a lot of time together, haven't we?
Some exciting things have been going on here. Register's going to have pictures of Spider-Man on the front page tomorrow. Will the Bugle?
Absolutely. I was with him every step of the way. In fact, I got him from a high, kind of dramatic angle. You know, any pictures taken from here will look like they were taken from the second floor.
Good. Now, you ready to take some pictures of that computer that Mr. Rio was telling us about?
Well, sure, just as soon as I reload.
Good. Let's go.
Sure, follow me.
Look, you faced it and you beat it. How do you feel? No more. Never again. Well, Mr. Farnum? When, Mr. Farnum? When she's ready. Remember, I'm convincing her to do something. Something normally she would not do. Now look at the monitor. You see, she thinks there's a fire in the garage. But not one sound of alarm. Soon she'll think there's a fire on every floor in the tower.
The elevator. What about the elevators?
She's put them in maintenance mode at garage level. Of course, I asked her to.
Mind if I tag along?
Well, you'll have to tag us an elevator first. They're playing hard to get.
Yeah, well, you know how it is with a new building. People take elevators just for the fun of it. They take tours of the place and tie them up.
Just where is this computer room you're telling us about?
It's just a couple levels down.
Well, why don't we walk it? What's going on here?
It looks like we're trapped on this floor.
Please, everybody quiet, please. There's no cause for alarm. If you just give your attention to Mr. Rio here, I think that he can explain what has probably happened.
Okay. Now, I know you all heard me say that those steel doors were designed to seal off zones of the tower endangered by fire. But if there really were a fire, we'd be hearing an alarm by now. Now, I believe this condition is the result of a computer malfunction of some kind, and I'm sure it will correct itself shortly. Now, in the meantime, I suggest...
Attention, please. Your attention, please. This is Major E.W. Foster speaking. This tower is under siege. All of its occupants have been taken hostage by 20 armed, highly trained, disciplined personnel under my command. They have been given strict orders to harm no one who cooperates with us. Only those who oppose us or act against us need fear for their safety. The remainder of this message is directed to Deputy Mayor Edward Nugent. Mr. Deputy Mayor, responsibility for these people's lives is in your hands. You can protect them and buy their freedom by arranging a ransom of $10 million.
$10 million?
Money is to be put in an armored vehicle and is to be driven to this building. Time is now exactly 2:20. Considering traffic conditions at this hour and the time necessary to assemble, count, and package that much currency, the armored vehicle has to be to this building no later than 3:47. The telephone on the tower level is still operative. You may use it to make your necessary arrangements. If you do not adhere precisely to my instructions, or if you inform the police and they decide to mount a counteroffensive, all of your lives will be terminated. Thank you very much.
You really think they'd kill us all?
Listen, we've had a lot of dealings with terrorists lately. It's a mistake not to take them seriously.
The thing sounds impossible.
No, not really, sir. I mean, well, just imagine what would happen if somebody were to pump toxic gas into that air conditioning system.
That's right.
For that matter, excuse me, the structural integrity of this tower is provided by 6 strategic perimeter supports. Now, enough explosive force applied to any 2 of them, and it would topple like a house of cards.
Let's get to a phone, Ed.
Mr. Rio, I'm a scientist myself, and I understand something about computer operations. I know that some of them can work on a remote access capability, a telephone line.
Now, this one only responds to direct input terminal commands.
Well, what floor is the computer on?
18.
What if we were to shut down all the power in the building? How about getting Con Ed to just pull the plug on the place?
They can't. The building has its own power generator. Nothing would change anyway. The computer would continue to operate in its present mode of control.
So, in other words, the only way that we're going to open the fire doors and release everybody is to somehow get to the computer and return it to its original program.
That's it. But considering the fire doors on intervening levels, it'd be like trying to crack a bank vault with a set of drafting tools.
All right. Thank you.
boys cool when we find out who we're dealing with, will you?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Anything else? Good. We can use everything you can tell us about. Well, you certainly have. Thanks again, Colonel. Appreciate the cooperation.
What'd you get?
Foster, EW, Major U.S. Army. Bronze Star, 3 Purple Hearts, DSC, etc., etc. Dishonorary discharge, May 15th of last year, putting in 18 years. Got caught with his hand in a black market cookie jar.
Angry, bitter, and persecuted.
And brilliant. High marks in commandability, tactical know-how, and composure under fire. We're up against a battle-hardened pro.
Well, I'll see.
Operator, let me have the computer room, 1802.